Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. In today's video, I got a little bit inspired with the Pantone 2019 color of the year, which is Living Coral this year. I don't know what hit me last night, but I was in bed thinking about a video to make, and I remember last year the color purple was the 2018 Pantone color of the year, and that was a really big shock for a lot of people because it was like, what? Purple? Like, that's the color of the year? But this year, so I kind of like remembered that sparking in my head. So this year, the color Pantone 2019 color is Living Coral, and I decided to obviously I looked up a lot of inspiration pictures, and they were all like full-blown coral, like coral everything. I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to do like a subtle, more trendy look. So obviously the inner corner pops of color are very in right now. So I incorporated that into this look, and I did just a warm red toned smoky brown eye. I did some popsicle lips because I've also been seeing that as a trend on Instagram. So I wanted to incorporate that with not having like a full-blown peachy coral lip. I wanted to incorporate just like a little subtle like popsicle lip, you know, something super cute and summery, because I think this popsicle lip is really cute for the summer, and summer is like right around the corner. Is it too early to start mentioning summer? No, it's never too early to start mentioning summer. But anyways, if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. So we are going to go in today with the 24 Grand Glam Morphe palette. I'm going to be going back and forth from like a couple palettes, so I'm not going to just stick to one palette. So I'm kind of sorry if you don't have these palettes, but you can just always find or research like dupes to like the shades that I'm using, and then you could use those. You don't have to use the stuff I'm using. So I'm just gonna grab a brush. And yeah. So I'm going to grab just a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go in. I broke a shade in this palette, so typical of me. But I'm going to grab, I'm gonna try to open this up and show you guys. I'm gonna grab this shade right here, which is like the second to last shade. It's just like this brown, like a chocolate brown with kind of like red tones. I'm gonna pick up a generous amount and just start applying this to my lid. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I don't really want to like spill the shade that I broke. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's just like a brown with warm like red tone in it, and I'm just gonna like pack this up here. And then what I'm gonna start to do is I'm just gonna start to blend that out with no product on it for now. I'm just gonna blend it out, see how much it can blend out, and then I'll go in with some product to help. But for right now, I'm just gonna do it by its, like, just blend the product that's on her eyes first. And what I'm just doing is I'm just building and blending this color up. Still haven't grabbed any product. I'm just blending like what I've already laid down before I go in and add more product. What this is doing is like it's making sure that our blending is going to be good. You're not just adding more product on top without even blending the product that you already laid down. And what looks like these, you do want to be like really careful when it comes to blending. Your blending, you want to make sure it looks spot on. It's not muddy or anything. Once I got that pretty much, I'm gonna continue. I don't know, I've been like in this whole funk of doing one eye first and then doing the other eye, and I kind of like how the looks have been coming out better when I do that. So that's just my new little routine, I guess. So I'm going to pick up, I don't know if I'm going to continue to use this brush. Yeah, so I am. So I'm going to pick up this, it's more like of a reddish shade. It's this one right here. It still pulls brown, but it's a little bit more red than brown. And I'm gonna further blend these edges. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that red shade, but kind of mix that red from the brown that we placed on top of our lid, like the second brown. And I grabbed a bigger, fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna further blend this out. I want this to be dramatic and take up this like socket area right here. And I also wanna bring this kind like really high up. I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. And I think it just looks I think this just like looks really dramatic when you do that. And then obviously flick it out. And I'm constantly tapping off the excess because I literally don't want to overpower this look. I die for like shadows in here. I don't know what it's been, but I've just really been liking like the whole shadow in there type of deal. I'm gonna quickly move on to this side so then I can do the bottom of the eyes and then the inner corner. So I will be right back. I went ahead and did the rest of my face. So I did the rest of my face. I put, obviously I put concealer, bronzer, blush. The only thing I'm missing for my face is highlight because I will do that towards the end. And lips, obviously. But right now we're just going to take a break on the rest of the face and we're going to work on the bottom of the eyes. I am going to line my waterline with, this is just a Marc Jacobs black eyeliner. You can use any black eyeliner you have, does not have to be this one. So I'm going to just line my waterline. And so once we put that in our waterline, I'm going to go ahead and put the color that we put all over our lids, that dark brown. I'm going to apply it really close to our lash line. Just using this is a flat, like a really flat type brush. That's just going to get up all in there. And I'm making sure this is up as close as possible. And then I'm going to grab, this is just a small like dense round brush, like a blending brush, but it's like a detailed blending brush, I guess. And I'm going to grab the two shades, like the dark brown with the red-ish vibes, like the second shade we used and the third shade we used. We only used 3 shades for this look so far, so the last 2 shades that we used. And I'm just going to run this down the lash line to I'm blending out like that dark brown that we put. And I'm going to grab like this really small blending brush that we had used in the first place to blend at the top. I'm going to just blend out the bottom with this because it's a fluffier brush than the one that we were using. As you can tell, this is really dramatic, but that's how I want it to be. Like really dramatic. Yeah, so now we're gonna do the inner corner of the eyes, and that's the fun part. So I'm going to do like a coral vibe inside the eyes. Don't know what I'm gonna do right now. Don't know the shades I'm using, but we're in this together and let's just see how we're gonna do it. So first, I think So first, I'm going to grab a really fluffy brush and I'm going to dip in, I'm going to dip in this shade right here, which this is just the ColourPop Soul palette. I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is called New Digs. And I'm probably going to mix a little bit of floaties in there. Now, to be honest, I have the Soul and the Matte palette, but I dropped one of them. Clumsy me. I dropped one of them and all the shades got mixed up. So I don't remember if it was this one or the other palette. So if I'm saying the names wrong and you're like, what the hell, that's not New Digs, that's like a completely different shade, then just use like the brightest orange in this palette. I don't remember if it was this one or the other one I dropped, but it's just like the bright matte orange shade and then like the other orange matte shade that's not like the lightest one, so that helps. So I'm going to grab a really fluffy brush. This is like a small fluffy brush, and I'm going to start off by applying this into here and obviously blending it up. So I grabbed the neon. So what I did was I grabbed the neon shade and I applied it, and then I applied this, like the other shade, right after to kind of like brighten it up more. Because the neon orange next to the brown kind of like looks, not in the pan obviously, it looks a lot darker. So I just used that one to brighten it up. That looks sick. So I'm going to do the same here. So now I'm doing the inner corner a little bit more dramatic than I normally would. I'm just moving it up into this socket right here because I obviously want those two colors to blend out effortlessly. So now I'm going to go into the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsession palette and I'm going to grab this middle shade right here. Now I know what you're probably thinking, like, girl, there's that same exact shade in here. But this one is a lot more orange, or a lot more coral, which is the color that we're going for. So that's why I want this one. Or that's why I'm using this one. And I'm going to take a nice blend pencil brush and I'm just going to apply this in the inner, like literally right there. So now what I'm gonna do is, I feel like we need a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner, so I'm going to grab this shade right here. If this is the palette that did not drop, it's called Dynamite. I'm going to grab just a little bit and pop this right here into the center. So I got some lash glue just chilling right down here, and while that's drying and all that jazz, I'm going to just wipe off the bakage on the bottom so we can continue to doing the rest of the face and get that out of the way already. So I'm going to grab a blending brush and I'm just going to apply Rodeo Drive by Ofra, just right here. And then I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm just going to put a light coat on the top lashes. Because then after we'll just go in when we have the lashes on again. And honestly, this look just looks so good, even without fake lashes, but I want to see how it looks with fake lashes, so we are going to apply them And I'm just using my Ardell Wispies that I've been using. Now that we got our lashes on, I am going to go ahead and go in with the lips. Now for the lips today, I kind of want to do like a popsicle lip. I've been seeing this really cute trend going around Instagram where just the inside of your lips is tinted. It just looks like a lip stain, like you had a popsicle, duh, hence the name. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting my beauty blender, or my Morphe sponge, and I'm just applying the excess concealer that we had blended out. Just like whatever's left over, I'm just going ahead and doing that. And then I'm going to take, this is the Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Bang, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the center and the inside. What I'm doing to help blend that lip pencil out is I'm grabbing the shade Chi Chi from ColourPop. It's just a lippy stick, and I'm putting it on a lip pencil or a lip brush, and I'm just in tapping motions packing that color on and blending out, going like that, putting my lips together slightly to blend it out. So I think that's enough. I just kind of want the color to be peeking through. I don't want too much. I'm going to get, this is another ColourPop color, the Ultra Satin in Double Tap, and I'm literally grabbing the slightest amount. And I'm gonna put this on the edges of that shade. And it kind of took away like the orange, and now it's like straight up coral, but I want dimension, so I'm going back in with the Chi Chi shade, which is a little darker, and applying that directly in the center of both lips. And of course, I'm trying to look, I have a clear lip gloss somewhere and I cannot find it. Of course, the one time I really need it, I can't find it. So the only next best thing that I have that's similar is the this lip sleeping mask. And I'm just going to pick this up. I cleaned my lip brush. So that's the lips. I would have really liked to have a glossier lip, but I can't find the one clear lip gloss that I have that's always sitting on my dresser, and I'm always like, I never need that, but you never know when. And the one time I need it, I can't find it. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I do still like the lip. It still has like the shine that I want, but I just wanted like that extra shine that I wanted. But oh well. But this is really cool. I think this is a really good and different way of showing the color of the year. Obviously it's on my lips, on the inner corners of my eyes, and I did apply some coral blush after to kind of incorporate it into the look. So this is it. This is Living Coral. But anyways, that's pretty much all that I have for today. I have a little lamb on the bottom bothering me. She wants to play ball with me. So I'm gonna go play ball with her for a little bit, and then I have to go out and do errands. But this is pretty much all that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed watching this video today, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.